Hi crypto fans, welcome to CCS Cryptocurrency State. My name is Santiago, I'm a web developer and investor, and in today's video we are going to cover the boom news about Helium. We are going to do some technical analysis on Helium HNT price. We are going to see the patterns that we are in the chart to know exactly when to enter. We are going to explain a little bit about the project, and we are going to cover all the important news of the ecosystem right now. Samsung and many companies starting to pay attention to HNT, and Helium is in position 50, so it's a very important project. Before we begin, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications, and without anything else, let's go into it. Hey guys, I will start with the TA in case that you already know about Helium project and you are already aware of the latest news. If that is the case, then the TA is the important thing of this video for you. If not, you can skip this part of the video if you are not interested. But this TA is very important and I will tell you about the charts right now. So we have been in a very big uptrend in 2021. You can see this. These are the tops of April's. And this rectangle that I have here in the chart from a long time marks the very twist of the important support and resistance areas. So in April of 2021, May and even June almost, this was the top of all this uptrend. After that, we break it up. We held it resistance at $28 and held it on support. This support was in September of 2021. From there, we created the last all-time high in November. So for HNT, the all-time high was in November and not in April. And from there, we have been having lower highs and lower lows. But again, this rectangle is very important. If I zoom a little bit here, you can see how all these weeks enter into this rectangle zone. And even in March, 13th of March, we also touch again this rectangle zone. So this is marking exactly the twist of the different cycles of the coin right now. So buying at these levels has been very great for you in terms of income, because if you bought at this, for example, these weeks, you will be making a 60% to the upside. If you bought after, it will be a 30% already in 2 times. So entering into this rectangle is a very nice buy zone right now. But again, I have mentioned that we hit an all-time high in November and we created lower highs, which that is indicating a loss of momentum on the price action. And we also have lower lows. So you can see November 1st, we were at 28. Then we created these lower lows, lower lows, and lower lows here. I am counting more the body of the candles, not the wicks. So we have these 2 trends. This is resistance and this is support. This pattern is called a falling wedge, and you can see that we have rising wedges, which is going to the upside, and we have falling wedge, which is what we have. Lower bottoms and even lower tops. And that is exactly what's happening in the chart right now. So we are experiencing a falling wedge using these 2 lines of support and resistance. Here we have a fake out. And what happened with the fake out? Well, first, we didn't create a higher high here. You can see that in order to continue the bullish trend here, we will need to break this previous high, and that didn't happen. So this was clearly a fake out. We enter again into the falling wedge. Besides the fake out, you can see all these wicks and bodies, all the touch on this resistance line. And recently we break it here. We held the resistance at this other yellow line, which is very important, the $26 range, because was resistance here, support, very important support here, and previously was a high top in August 2021 as resistance. So for me to turn bullish here, we need to break the $26 and hold it as support. If it's support, we have great possibilities to create new all-time highs and higher high here. But right now, this high is the same as this one. So we didn't create a higher high and we come back and tested this line as support right now. So how you trade a falling wedge? This is a way to do it. You never trade inside the pattern. You wait for the pattern to break out for the upside or the downside. Falling wedges usually 65% of the time will break to the upside, which is what happened. And we can see that we could put a head and shoulders pattern inside that to trade it. So how we do that? You can see that this was the last low inside the pattern. Then we break it, held it as support here and here. We are going to count this support exactly. So we are going to say that this is a left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. So I have here a head and shoulders pattern already. So I will position it that there. And you can see that this line is also corresponding exactly the neck of this head and shoulder with a $26 range, which is this line. Let me change the color on this one so it's very clear for you. So this violet line, it will be the resistance area, the neck of this head and shoulders, this reverse head and shoulders pattern. So if we break to the upside, the $26, I will be bullish, and I think it's a good entry point to buy for a long perspective HNT. But because we break the falling wedge, but we didn't create much volume and much explosion here, I think the important right now is to break the $26 area. So that is how you will trade this pattern. That is the best moment to enter into this coin. And you need to forget about having more coins. The best level to enter is the less risky level. So I prefer to buy at 26 instead of buy on 23 or 24 and wait what happen, because right now you have more chances to go to the downside than if you are consolidating above the $26. So I prefer to buy at the higher price but having more possibilities to go exponentially here above this trend, that at this moment that we are in a gray area of what the price could do. That is the TA for these guys. And Helium is at position 50 at 23, almost $24. The price, like I already mentioned in the TA, the history of the price is actually a little bullish. We are down from November, but we could create new local highs and started to reverse the trend if the total market cap starts to do it with Bitcoin. But what is Helium? Helium is a decentralized wireless infrastructure. The best definition for Helium is a decentralized wireless infrastructure. It is a blockchain that leverages a decentralized global network of hotspots. A hotspot is a sort of a modem with an antenna to provide long-range connectivity. It can reach 200 times further than conventional Wi-Fi between wireless Internet of Things devices. These devices can be environmental sensors to monitor air quality or for agricultural purpose, localization sensors to track bike fleets, and everything that you want to see. We are going to explore the ecosystem after this. People are incentivized to install hotspots and become a part of the network by earning Helium tokens, HNT tokens, which can be bought and sold like any other cryptocurrency. So this is one of the important parts of the ecosystem. It's not the only, you also have validators and other members of the infrastructure, but you can have your hotspot and earn, like mining, having your hotspot active, HNT tokens. If you check the ecosystem in helium.com, I will put links on the description of everything that I am showing. You can see here that in hotspots, we have many companies that manufacture these hotspots for Helium. This is open source, so even you, if you know about electronics, you can make your own hotspot for Helium. But you have companies that are already creating that, so you can buy your hotspots with them. And in terms of users and utility, it has been growing a lot, and there are many examples of how we are going to use this wireless network, the centralized network that Helium is exponentially moving up. One example is Novel Systems that selected Helium networking for Internet of Things parking application. So Helium's LoRaWAN connects Internet of Things devices and transfers data to the cloud. The network is useful for connecting large number of sensors to the cloud cost effectively, and devices do not need SIM cards to utilize the network, which contributes to savings. So in this use case, you can see how they are using the Helium network to make this application for parking spots. So you will know if you have empty or no parking spot using the application and the Helium blockchain for this. And the uses of this are enormous. There are many things that you can do if you are connected to this network. And you can see here in the Helium Explorer, also in the website, that there are more than 500,000 hotspots already. You can see the coverage that we have in US already, but there are hotspots around the world, and this is exponentially increasing over time. And I think this is the reason why this was such a successful project, very focused in a particular thing that actually can change the life of many people in terms of application and utilization. So you can see all the coverage that already these hotspots had around the world, and the growth continues to be exponential. Helium Twitter, 158,000 followers, very up to date with all the news. Many technical things are in this Twitter, but it's interesting to check them. I will put the link on the description for this great chat with the CEO for Helium and fans to anyone curious about Web3. It was very interesting to hear, so I recommend you to check it. Also some technical stuff about the Helium Hotspot software, which is the future of HNT mining. So there are current some developments here to make it cheaper and with more possibility to more people. And in terms of the latest news, we can see this from March 15. Samsung outcome back FreedomFi, Helium's 5G crypto network partner. FreedomFi raises 9.8 million to scale its decentralized network with Helium and trim the price of 5G gateway hardware. So Helium bet on building a decentralized wireless network to power Internet of Things devices appears to be paying off. Over 640,000 active nodes earning tokens around the world. Now the project is expanding into 5G connectivity, and its partner FreedomFi has just added alias like tech giants Samsung and Qualcomm in a new funding round. FreedomFi announced today that it's raised 9.5 million in Series A round to continue building its decentralized 5G network alongside Helium. Samsung next venture and participate in the round alongside Qualcomm Ventures and Blue Yard Capital. So very big expansion, money funding to continue the expansion, and big companies' names are partnering with Helium. Helium miners from Lisbon to Miami says it's location. In this article it's very interesting because many people talk about how they bought the hotspot and how much money they are making with ANT. Of course, remember, if the price of the token continue increasing in value, your earnings also will be more, but you can see, like I mentioned in the map, how the expansion of this is happening on the east of America. So this is great news. I will put the link on the description if you want to read this, but it's very easy to put the hotspot and start mining and earning HNT tokens. And also, this was in February, the decentralized wireless network Helium raises 200 million. So in this report you can see how much they have been growing, raising this 200 million in Series D at a 1.2 billion valuation according to Axios. And Tiger Global and FTX Ventures have reportedly joined existing backers such as Khosla Venture and Multicoin Capital. So very important venture capital firms behind this, FTX, Tiger Global. So they are continue raising money into this expansion, and they are very successful at this time. So guys, what do you think about Helium already passing the 500,000 hotspots? And this could fire up HNT price like already is happening. Already mentioned all the information about the project, the TA and everything. So please put your comments below if you are holding HNT, what do you think about the project, and please check the links on the description because you can see if it will be a good investment to buy a hotspot and start earning and mining HNT tokens. And if you already are doing that, please put your comments below and tell me your story. I will really appreciate that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this coverage of Helium. Please, before we leave, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications, and I will see you tomorrow with a new video. Bye.